Hello, my minions. This is Masked Crusader here. Once again, we're playing TerraFirmaCraft, and a couple things have gone on. First of all, I want to bring to your attention the fact that winter has come. The sun just barely set, so I'm wandering around outside. Again, there's no hostile mobs turned on outside. I've gone over that in other videos for why, but the idea is I'm not ready to take them on, and I don't want to deal with them. Okay. All right, so winter has arrived. It's January 4th, and it's actually not been too bad. We've had a couple, it keeps bouncing around between negative and positive, so I am somewhere in the farther south regions, like I would guess in the Arizona latitudes, because in January in Utah, where I live, it stays below freezing pretty much the whole month. But I'm not below freezing now. I'm actually above freezing. So the ice that was frozen has thawed out. We've had a couple downfalls, rains, and snows. So I moved my dog inside. But I really don't care about the dog, so it's just going to sit in the house and keep it company. So yeah, every once in a while it rains and snows. Let me grab this guy. Where is he? My copper prospector's pick, and let me show you what we've done. Perhaps I should wait till morning because it's hard to see. So yeah, and you'll wait. Yeah, see you in the morning. So it's morning. As you can see, the sun's coming up. The music's playing. This music is interesting, though. The music sounds like... Have you guys ever played a game? I've got it on my... Okay, come on, show me. There we go. I've got it on my... I had it on my YouTube channel before I partnered, and had to remove it because it used GPL'd music. I couldn't... Was it GPL'd? I think it was GPL'd music, and I couldn't use it in monetized videos. But anyways, this music in this game, particularly this this track, sounds like it's from a game called Creeper World. I don't know if you've ever played Creeper World. Nothing to do with creepers. Maybe I'll play that game again and record some videos. I had some... No fruit. I had some videos, a bunch of them. I made 40 or 50 levels for the game, and I participated in the Creeper World community for quite a while. And then, I don't know, I just lost interest, I guess. So, anyways, I digress. So I've, nothing of interest. There's stuff on the ground, but it's nothing of interest. So the first thing, ooh, there's some, is that lava? Nope, it's just uncovered. Anyways, so the first thing I want to bring to your attention is the fact that, jack-o'-lanterns in this game, well, pumpkins in general in this game are useless. You can get seeds from them, but the seeds are useless. You can't grow the seeds. Here's those sequoia trees from a couple episodes ago. Ooh, some clay. I'll be needing clay soon because I'm going to be making a bunch. Ooh, what's that? Traces of native gold. Small sample of native gold. Let's see if I can find a large sample of native gold. Okay, well, that's good enough for me. There's some native gold. Let's write down this thing. 7867 and negative 8172 is gold. So, because jack-o'-lanterns are only good for light, really, and even then, torches work just fine. I've been using pumpkins. Every time I find pumpkins, I dig up every single one I can find, because I've been stuffing. That looks like a fun drop. I've been stuffing torches inside of them, making them into jack-o'-lanterns, and I've been using those to mark areas that have resources for me. Like, there are these things on the ground, so I check around them. Nothing of interest here. I found several tetrahedrite, as I hope I'm pronouncing tetrahedrite, cassiterite. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, so let's put this down and write this down. So I found lots of tetrahedrite, and I found some sphalerite, which is zinc. But you can't make bronze with just those two. You need, if you're going to use sphalerite, which is zinc, with let me write this down. 117 is cassiterite. This is tin. Cassiterite. Am I pronouncing it? Cassiterite. Cassiterite is tin, and copper and tin make bronze. So that's going to be a good mine to have. Hopefully it's that good. And so I've been looking for bronze stuff, because I can't really get into the Bronze Age until I can make bronze. Now I can make bronze in a pit kiln, which is awesome, I guess. But I guess I'm not getting up there. But I can't do anything with it. So I've been looking around, and every time I find like a tree, we'll talk about that in just a minute too. What time is it? It's about noon. This is one thing about the game. The game is awesome. Way more fun than vanilla Minecraft, I think, in my humble opinion, because it adds so much work to get to certain things. The problem with it is they've disabled a lot of the stuff in. I don't even know what type of tree this is. Actually, I think I do. I think that's a red apple tree. Maybe that's the red apple tree. Cassiterite is what I'm looking for. Okay, so I like how it's added things, and you can't just haul off and make iron tools immediately. You have to work your way up to iron tools, and then. So I spent time on the wiki looking for information on the game, specifically alloys and metal. So let's collect all these seeds, since it must be below 0. Oh, it's not. It's 3 degrees. Whoops, don't throw that. Walk forward. Okay, so I've got information on alloys and stuff, and that's all fine and dandy. Native silver. That's good. Not much there. Traces. Nah, I'm not going to mark it. So yeah, I want to get into the Bronze Age, and in order to do that, I need tetrahedrite, which is copper, and I need cassiterite, which is tin. I can also do it with sphalerite, and I found quite a bit of sphalerite around. But in order to use sphalerite for medium. Ooh, this thing's huge. It may say medium, but in my mind, that is large. Okay, let's mark it. Cassiterite. All right. But anyways, I can use the sphalerite or the zinc if I find some bismuthinite, and I don't know what that looks like, but that way I can make bismuth bronze. Very large silver. Silver's good. With silver, I can make sterling silver and black bronze. So silver and gold are good, because with silver and gold and copper together, it makes black bronze. Ooh, what's that stuff? Never seen that before. What did I just find? This is pitch blende. I will have to figure out what that is. I think pitch blend is like, ooh, I'm getting hungry. I think it's like coal. I can burn it in a kiln or something. What else do I got? Let's eat some. That's vegetable. Let's eat some fruit. Keep my fruit up too. Oops, not enough. Let's eat some more fruit. So I think pitch blend I can burn in a kiln or something like that. I can use it in place of wood and stuff. But I'm large traces, large cassiterite. Let's oh, am I out of pumpkins? I'm out of pumpkins. I can't mark it. All right. I've got a couple other things marked around here. I'll put a torch down and I will mark it so I can come back later. All right. Is this cassiterite? Yes, this black stuff is cassiterite. So I'll have to keep my eyes peeled for that. All right. Let me get back to home sweet Terra Home, and I will show you what else I've been doing around the valley. All right, now that the sun's coming up and it's becoming day again, I can show you what I've done. So I've done my part in destroying the world by taking out 2 rather large fields of trees. This white cedar is pretty much pointless, but there's so much of it over here that I have chopped down probably, I don't know, 50 trees or so. And then I've also used like 17 knives to cut all the thatch down. So I've got some pretty big fields. Oh, small field over there, and this one starts there and wraps all the way around. So, and there's my pile of wood. So I thought what I would do is, first of all, like 90% of this pile is white cedar. So I was thinking this whole pile could probably be turned into charcoal, and I wouldn't feel too bad about it. Nothing of interest. So that's what I plan on doing. Traces of sphalerite. There's sphalerite around here, I can tell by the sphalerite on the ground, but it just depends on how far away it is. So anyways, yeah, the future is to either to make this all into charcoal, so that I can use it in a forthcoming forge, and I can start making stuff. Which means I'm gonna have to dig a pit and figure it out. But in the process of that, yeah. So we'll make a forge. I need to go get some stone for the forge, which is not a problem. There's plenty of stone around. I'm sure I'll get some stone when I start digging up some of these ores. There's a vein, a very large vein of tetrahedrite right here. So I figure I can probably take a shovel and dig straight into the mountain, and I'll have to build some support to dig it out and stuff. So yeah, the final thing that I wanted to talk about, and I'm working on growing it over here, is a couple episodes ago we talked about, might have been just last episode, trees. Yes. We talked about trying to find wood that is buildable, stuff that looks good when it's built. And so I ran with that idea, and I went searching. I went on a really long trek. I went very far north. I went very far west, and I went pretty far east. I never met the ocean going north. This seems to be an ocean. I haven't hopped in a boat yet to figure out how large of an ocean it is, but I can't see what's south of here. And I found an ocean that way, and I found an ocean that way. So, anyways, I only found this. These are my wares. These are Douglas fir trees, and these are, I think, pine trees. I want to find some spruce because spruce is a little bit darker than Douglas fir, but those are the trees, the type of wood that I want to build with when I build my house. So yeah, I've got some plans for this area. Let's go back up to that hill. That little shack right there that I'm currently living in will go away. It's just made from thatch and piles of wood logs. So, I mean, in the real world, a good gust of wind would blow that house over because it's junk. So, yeah, I'll end up building another house, maybe right there, maybe on top of this hill. I don't know. A real, honest to goodness house. Living room, dining room, kitchen, bedrooms, so forth. I think I'll try to build it based on the design of a house in Skyrim. Maybe? I don't know. I like Skyrim. But yeah, I want to turn like this field over here. I want to turn this whole field into an orchard. So I still have some trees to get rid of on the far end of the field. But I want to make this an orchard where I can just grow all sorts of trees. I'll go find all those fruit trees that I've marked, and we'll start laying them out in rows or columns or however we do it. And then in this field over here, I don't know, maybe I'll build over in between those two hills where the valley is, or actually, let's do it on top of that one. So yeah, I'll build my house on top of this hill. It's already got a basement built. That's great. On the top of that hill, perhaps I can build my forge, chop off a couple layers so that I've got some space to work, and I can build a blacksmith shop up there or down there. Maybe that'll go down there. I don't know. On top of that hill over there, I can do like a farm. Not a farm. I can't do a farm because I can't move water around. Ooh, hello bird. Here, give me a feather. I've been collecting feathers from all the birds. Thank you. So I can make arrows. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but this whole place will eventually be like a commune. Like a farm, a ranch. So over here I'll have an orchard. Over there I'll have like a forge and a furnace and a bloomery, and over there I can put in I can level it out and put in all of my my berry bushes, and put in a bush farm. Up there I can put a barn and start bringing animals over this way. By the water, I think I'll have to expand the water somehow. But I learned that if you try to build your farm on salt water, the nutrients go really low. So I've got to build my farms over here in the fresh water, which means getting rid of like this whole hill, so that I can build a little shack for farming, and then I can have all my farms lined up. So yeah, I've got some work to do, but I think it'll be fun, and we'll slowly pick different things out to do. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start panning for some copper and make so I've got copper tool wise, I've got a copper pickaxe. One, I want to make a second one so that we can start digging up this tetrahedrite over here. There's some over there. There's some over that way. We can start digging up some of that. Maybe we'll go over and get some of the cassiterite so that we can make some bronze, and we can move into the Bronze Age. Now, in order to move into the Bronze Age, I have to make a bronze anvil, and that requires 14 ingots of bronze, which requires what is that? 1,400 units of metal melted down into alloys. So we're going to be doing a lot of collecting over the next little bit, but it should be fun. So we'll start building when my fir trees start growing and I can start mass producing Douglas fir. And yeah, so that's what's going on here. So thanks for getting caught up with me in this episode. And next episode, we will try our hands at mining and seeing if we can actually get some stuff. So yeah, thanks. This is Masked Crusader signing off. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.